Yeah, I usually cause it.
We're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Raw Talk, where the raw is real and the talk is fake.
Hey.
How's everybody doing?
Don't make moonshine in your cellar.
Don't make fun of King Testu for wicking right now.
Dylan, you were going to black your screen so we didn't have to see you doing that.
Hey, don't.
I don't have to black anything, sir.
Get lots of oil on that wick now.
You already know. Gotta rewick this Rebirth RTA. Not RTA, but RDA. It's been, I don't know how many years since I had it. I don't have to rewick it.
What?
I don't know how long I've had it.
Years? You say years? I thought you were enamored with your jewel.
Well, that too.
You enamel your jewel?
Don't start.
Chuck, you know it's those little what was it called? The bling bling maker. The little studs you put on your clothes.
The nutcracker.
Bedazzler.
Bedazzler.
He's got to bedazzle it.
No, I don't. I just haven't used it because I ran out of juice in it. Sadly enough.
That usually happens when you don't put any more in it.
The jewel doesn't have that refill system in it.
Anything can be refilled. You just try hard enough.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
I seldom am. I'm a genius.
That's right.
I forgot you were a genius, but Miss Kelly thinks you're not.
Oh, my goodness.
So what have you all been up to lately there, Chuck?
Waiting to talk to the doctor.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
Yeah, but was you called in like me and Jim were?
No. Nope.
These two were not called in.
Oh, my goodness.
You all right, or you just need meds adjusted?
Meds adjustment.
Oh, okay. No, I just don't want you to be sick, man. All joking aside.
Oh, no, I know. Yeah, no, it's just an adjustment.
You think you're on the right track, the way they're wanting to go with it?
No. I think I'm on completely the wrong track. That's the problem.
Oh.
So
sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hear that, brother.
Yeah.
At least it works well enough to get me by until I see the doctor next.
Yeah. Well, the police, considering they're next door, they would have been at your door beating it down if anybody was missing or something.
Go on, Ed. Paris. Sorry, everybody. Tonight I'm not texting in chat. I just don't got it in me to text.
It hurts his stinky thing.
I like to personally say hi to everybody.
Hey, Marcus.
Hey, Marcus.
Marcus, where's your father?
Marcus.
Ed and Paris. Fucking dogs.
What are they doing now?
Barking their asses off.
Let them bark. Dogs are way better than people.
Yeah.
That's right.
You were very correct about that, sir.
But your mic's doing its job because we don't hear them.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I don't hear them.
Good.
So everybody had the happiest Thanksgiving ever since Thanksgivings?
No.
Come on, lie.
My mind's sick. Which led to the hospital stay from hell. But anyway, we're alive.
Yeah. You want to tell us about your trip?
Well, apparently emergency is now a 12-hour visit. So once your ass is properly numb, they stick you in a hallway for 24 hours on a bed on display for all to see. I had to get dressed. I had to put my jeans and my street clothes back on because I weren't having my goodie. I mean, I don't care if you see my goodies, but that's a lawsuit waiting to happen because you can't unsee them. So, I mean, every time I open my eyes, there's somebody walking by that shouldn't be walking by seeing me. It was just and then there was one outlet close by. So you either plug in the pump or you plug in the bed. If you wanted to charge your phone, you had to unplug everything to charge your phone. It was a fiasco.
Yeah.
Well, just be glad that Paris wasn't anywhere in the building.
Right, you were supposed to report.
Please, just come put me out of my misery.
Yes, hippie, it is Thursday. Ask Dylan.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Hippie.
No, it is not Thursday. It is Friday.
Hey, don't you go against hippie. He knows what he's talking about.
Fuck
Yeah.
hippie. That cross-eyed SOB.
Guess he thinks we're the vape team.
So nothing interesting happened in your Thanksgiving, huh, Chuck?
No. My dad's fine. We went there. Everybody was on pins and needles trying to make sure I was going to be okay. It's like,
Are you okay?
well, I was well enough that they didn't need to do that, and I couldn't figure out how to tell them to stop it.
Yeah, sometimes people mean well and they just kind of go overboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said the other day, Chuck, not to be offensive, not to be picking on you, I'd have played it up. I just sat and gave them weird looks. And
I can't do
No,
that.
you missed your opportunity. You should have made a name tag that said nitroglycerin.
hey, Bachelor. Hey,
Hey,
Dave.
buddy. How you doing, Bachelor?
Happy Independence Day, Bachelor.
Can we still say that word without being a terrorist?
No,
I thought we could get
no,
away
but
with it.
it's okay, guys. We were terrorists way before that. It's cool.
Wait, we were?
Well, excluding Dylan, it only means adults.
No, Dylan was still a test tube experiment beforehand, but nobody just knew it until now.
Hey, I did do something good for the community, though.
What'd you do?
During that hospital stay from hell, I educated a nurse on vaping. And she actually understood that she's been misinformed.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
It's good. Good thing come out of it.
You know, Jim, I wish I did that. I inform people about vaping and they understand like that nurse did. Most of these people are just complete retards. And they just choose not to understand.
I didn't preach to her. I just told her. I said, well, what did you hear about it? What are they telling you as a medical professional? And she'd tell me, that it's dangerous. You're vaping metals and chemicals that you don't know about. And I explained to her how you make a juice. And I explained to her how you actually vape one that, if you're vaping it hot enough to vape metal, you're dead. I mean, you burn your lips off, your tongue's gone, your throat's out.
Yeah. It's like when I showed, at the time I was using topside. I had the single battery one. I showed it to my doctor. I took it all apart, showed him all the parts, bits and pieces. So there, well, hey, get you off cigarettes, good.
Yeah.
Yep,
And that's
now
what
7
the
years.
consensus was. By the time we were done, if you're off cigarettes, you can't bit.
Yeah.
But they've quit that pretty much down here. It may be on a written form somewhere, but they don't ask you anymore. But, hey, my doctor's got 7 years of me doing it, and he knows that the improvements that, hell, I feel, it's not something I just made up in my head. I can breathe. I can blow out candles and all sorts of shit like I
keep saying, and I'll die on this hill. I don't care what you say. I don't care what your research says. I know what it did for me.
Yep. And hey, now even those ones that are vapeless, that are just herbs like Flume, and the other one's just like a little whistle, a little piece of brass with a hole in it. And so people can fidget with it and sit there and do that while they're in meetings and shit. And hey, I'm all for it.
Hell yeah.
I still want to try snooze, although.
But if chewing on a piece of dog shit gets you off cigarettes, you're a piece of dog shit. You know,
Yeah.
whatever.
Hold on. Jim, I have a question for you about that. Why the hell did you want to vape on dog shit?
Chew on
Just
dog shit.
whatever works. Anything's better than lighting a cigarette. And I mean, we know what it does. We've had how many years of study and proof and show in how many people die a year from cigarettes. So I can show you numbers, how many people die from alcohol, tobacco, drugs, but you can't show me numbers, positive numbers on how many people die from vaping.
Honestly.
Really?
I mean, you do have a point there about how many people have died from all that shit except for the vaping.
Right now, you're just telling me it's bad. You got no proof.
Exactly.
Oh no, and I 100% agree with you on that.
Okay. You know, well, I guess that makes us the OGs of all this anti-jab thing. Because we told them no. We
That
ain't.
was another thing I noticed in the hospital. Because everybody that came in and checked on me, you know, and had to read my chart, they all have to ask, have you had the jab? And when I said no, I got more good than I did. You should.
Hey, I knew I made the right decision when my doctor told me I wasn't going to get that shot.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man.
Hitman.
You know, it's a sad thing.
Yeah.
Because now they're wanting to put combined flu shot in with it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was talking when I got my flu shot. You asked Kelly. I was an asshole because I really want. Because I've always got my flu shot, whether it works or not. I've always got it.
Yep.
And this year I wasn't going to get it because I've heard that they want to combine it, but they were explaining to me right now they're only allowing you to have them both at the same time. They haven't been able to mix it yet. But I made the nurse. I mean the nurse. I made her show me the vial, show me the lot number.
Mm-hmm.
I was an asshole when I got my flu shot.
Yeah. I got mine a few weeks ago too. She was like, do you want to get your flu shot? I was like, yeah, perfect timing. And that's all she had. Fucking.
But she did say they are working on a combo.
Yeah. And the other one is, are they starting to push the masks in your areas?
Hey, Jimbo.
Not quite yet, but I've noticed an influx of people wearing them. There hasn't been a mandatory mask. In fact, when I went to the VA, they've even stopped making you wear them.
Hey, Jimbo, just know
but they don't make you wear them.
Yeah.
Hey, Jimbo, just be aware. My father just said in chat, and when I was in the other room to get a battery, he says, "Sorry, Jim, I'll stick with cigarettes over dog shit."
But so I've noticed more people are wearing them, but more people are not making you wear it.
Yeah.
So that's not saying much for the population here in Maine.
Nope. Yeah, and the timing kind of sucks too because right now it's time to start running for office. Doing all your stops and everything. And if we start wearing masks again, that's not going to be good for Joe Biden. That's one more thing that
exactly. Well, there was
hey, Danny,
just come out. Good evening, Danny. Just come out that showed that more people actually got the coof from wearing the mask or had it longer because of the mask.
Because you're always doing this.
Yep.
Join the club, Danny.
Hey, Vinny.
Let's see that sexy mug there, Vin.
No shit. Going down here.
Yeah, but now we got the mysterious pneumonia over in Europe that came from China.
Yeah. Well, I think there was supposed to be one case in Washington. Hey, Vinny.
There we go.
Hey, Vinny. Thanks for joining us.
That they started the whole thing with affecting children.
Yeah.
They jumped right into the children.
It's always got to be the chitlins.
But they jumped right into it this time. But it's, just in time for election year. Nothing is here.
Hey, Vinny, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. Just got home a few minutes ago. It's all right.
Cool.
Have a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
another
I'm
thing
alone.
about Thanksgiving, we got a deep fried turkey on Wednesday. We put it in the fridge and we kept it in a cooler until we got to Houston to serve it. And I stuck it in the oven. I cut it all off the turkey and stuck it in the oven for half an hour, nice and warm and moist and tender. That was some good shit.
I wish I did what Mark did by slapping mayonnaise on it.
What? That's all. Nothing special. It's just a regular recipe, ain't it?
No, because all the years I've had turkey for Thanksgiving, I have never tried that. But
Mayonnaise or Greek yogurt. Something with a thick cream base.
I've
I
never
know, third joke here, but
You ever had deep fried one?
oh, deep fried turkeys. I don't have the guts to make one myself because my support team that would help me with it isn't to be trusted. You know.
It'd be Fire Marshal Bill.
Let me tell you
Taking-
I
We
can
did
remember
one.
Walmart. We had a fundraiser, and if we raised so much money, we would put on a turkey feed. And we raised our money, so we had deep fried turkeys. And oh my God, we had this one guy who was, very efficient at it. And I've never had bird taste so good in my life.
That's cool.
Yeah, we did two this year. I did one. I infused one with some habaneros and Reapers.
Ooh,
I went like
Carolina
Yeah.
Reaper stuff?
I went like this year. I didn't do it like I did the year before where nobody touched it.
no, good.
Then just know if you made that with a lot of Carolina Reaper thick stuff for me, I would have eaten the whole thing.
It turned out pretty good, man. I mean, it was nice and it was warm, but it wasn't so bad that you couldn't enjoy it. It didn't have flavor. It had a lot of flavor. It wasn't overpowering. So
Yeah, that's
Cool.
Good.
Well, as long as you remember the right ratios.
yeah, I wrote it down this year.
Good.
Before I was like,
You make a meal look perfect, and you forget every little step.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, at least you guys did a better job than one year, where some of you were. My father and I were at. Fucker dropped the turkey on the floor. We had to draw an outline around the turkey for where it fell. Make a crime scene.
Had a
Oh,
chalk
sound
line.
like a Christmas story.
I've eaten turkey dropped on the ground before, so because when we used to go to hunt, and we had quite a group of us that hunted together, and we always set up a big army tent out in the woods, called it Ellie's Alley. That's where everybody went every morning. We dispersed, went hunting, but for some reason in that area of the woods, turkeys just committed suicide. They'd fly right into a pot, and it was their demise. Yep.
I mean,
Damn turkeys. But maybe he was doing a service.
Well, yeah, I mean, if they're dumb enough to fly into a pot and commit to, unalive themselves, we only doing them a favor by eating them. Oh yeah, if the game warden ever stumbled across our camp, yeah, that was, and illegal turkeys were the least of our worries.
Yeah.
It was the kind of group that you met up in the morning. Hi, how you doing? I'm going. Where are you going? Because I'm going that way.
Yeah.
If you're still alive, I'll see you tonight at sundown. Yeah.
Yeah, you just don't let it slip. Opportunity. More of an opportunity.
But them were the days. I actually miss hunting, but I'm just too fat, too old, too lazy to go trudging around the wet woods. And
Yeah, but it sure would be fun flying in that helicopter with Ted Nugent shooting those feral hogs coming out of Canada.
With a bow and
that
arrow.
would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Does he use a crossbow or?
That's a compound bow. He shoots anything. It's
Mhm.
Ted Nugent.
I was watching a video that they've got some outfit that uses a helicopter, but they're using a minigun at the feral hogs. I'm thinking that's a little over fun. Granted, anything that shoots that many bullets in a second, but
Yeah,
that's a
but
little over.
depending on which part of the country you're at, some of those herds are huge.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And they're destructive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I get it. But a minigun, come on, that's just a tad bit overkill.
Yeah. I'll tell you
Well,
what.
you know, they'd do it with the Mini 22 if it was jackrabbits.
But I can remember over in Germany, I can't count how many pigs we shot with a tank.
Were they all able to eat them?
Well, no, because there was nothing left.
No.
When you hit a hog, I don't care if the hog's 500 pounds. You hit a hog with a 120 millimeter inert projectile. There's not. That's what sucks the lungs out of the body.
Yeah.
It had the silencer that did that.
But every gunner knew, because you know when you're going down these tank ranges, all your targets are heated, so you can use the thermal sight. Well, the pigs show up distinctly hotter, but you know what it is. Them sights are so good that I know that's a pig, but it's a hot target, so that's your opportunity to shoot one.
I used to know a chick that would suck the lungs out of it.
Ooh. We're all married though.
Except for the test tube.
Once upon a time.
Yeah.
Back in the good old days. Thank God they didn't have iPhones back when I was running around.
Ain't
Yeah,
that
really.
the truth?
Oh. Yeah, but I'd be in jail if we had iPhones back when I was that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's stuff we did that cannot be evidence on video, you know?
Exactly. But we don't talk about that.
But
Yeah.
that's what gets me about today's generation. They're so stupid. Everything you do now is on video. There is a record of everything you've said and done, pretty much every time.
Yeah.
Kind of pull the chat up so I can see if anybody in chat saying anything.
Ron Jeremy is not married. Correct, you're not, you're divorced.
Oh yeah, Troy. The feral hogs down here are bad.
Yeah.
I'm in Central Texas, but yeah, they're real bad down there in South Texas, and they're infected. We can't eat them. So
Yeah.
there goes.
See, that I don't like the idea of.
Yep.
Because a lot of people used to hunt them, and you know they at least you let the meat go, you know, good use.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can't do that.
Yeah, parasites.
But they are dangerous. They're vicious. They're destructive.
Yep.
Yeah. Man, the ones coming out of Canada are supposed to be attacking deer, but that's okay. We got zombie deer. That's all right. Things will be cool. That'll teach them Canadians.
Yeah, they're pushing that chronic wasting sickness up here this year again.
Are they?
Yeah.
I'd like to see a feral hog try to take on a moose.
That will be a good fight right there.
Probably would.
That'd be hilarious. And Moose would stomp the shit out of it.
Yeah, he would.
I don't know, but them pigs can gore the hell out of you before you get a good stomp in.
Yeah, that's why it'd be more of a contest of a grizzly and a hog.
That would be fun. I think we ought to line up some of these liberals and let them wrestle grizzlies. But
Breaded pork.
That'd be cool.
explain to him your politics and genders. Come on, I dare you.
Hurry.
Hey, gentlemen, I think it's time for some buffets. What do you guys think?
We just talked about Thanksgiving dinner. We're full.
Not that buffet.
Awful.
Hey, Vin, why don't you start us off with the vape buffets?
Well, today I get to so I think my pod's getting ready to die. So I got Royalty 2 Air, Big Tage Air. It's been a while since I had one. And I don't know, it's more convenience thing now for me, I guess. I used to hate them, you know what I mean? I still think they were the issue that caused our demise, but still. But on the flip side, still rocking the billet box with the Bora bar, Shout out to Bobby. So I don't see a kid having one of these in their hands,
No.
No.
even though that's a disposable in there. I just do not see it happening. And this battery, almost a week. Almost a week
You're
on the
happy
same.
with the different juices you've tried?
Yeah, so far I went through every one of the selection that I've ordered. Not every not every one that Joel offers, but yeah, I have not had one that I have not disliked.
Cool.
One reason or the other.
Cool.
So
Yeah,
I'm
but
cycling.
what are you talking per strain?
It's 50 milligrams. It doesn't feel like this 50. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if he's using a smoother mix, maybe. And I don't get head rush off of it like I thought I would.
Good.
That's my problem. If I go over, a percent and a half, I get nicks it.
But I do notice I'm not using it as often. You know what I mean? Like I'll socially vape more.
Yep.
But like when I'm off camera or like doing whatever, I don't vape as much. I don't feel the
Well, I guess then it's doing its
Good about
job.
that.
I mean, ideally, that's what it was designed for.
exactly. I mean, I still got plenty of threes. I still got plenty of threes. Like I got some Rainbow Road I picked up from Vapetasia. What else do I got? I got some older stuff that my cousin gave me that was rear diff from Boosted. It's the pumpkin pie. Like,
Ooh.
so that one's okay, but it's seasonal. But I still like it. But there's only a couple bottles that I got. But otherwise, yeah, I'm maybe 2 devices max. Usually about what I got.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Let's see. What about JT? What do you got?
Oh, I'm rocking the usual 10 items here again. Let's see. Where do we want to start? Got the Blotto with humble black lemonade. Yeah, black lemonade in it. And we got the drop on top of the Famo vape. We're running the bubble blow dough. Took me 3 weeks to remember that one. Okay, this pumper, it's running bubble blow dough too. Finishing up my fried banana in the Spire with the drop. And let's see, we'll deal with those later. And both my little precious mouth to lung setups, the Mike Vapes intake MTL. It's running the tobacco mixed with some extreme ice on top of everything. And of course, we can't forget Lost Vape, straight up extreme ice.
Woo.
Lost Vape. What are you vaping on there, Jim?
Not a whole lot. I got, of course, my good old standby, the Cthulhu AIO. Got the Blaze on top of the detonator. And I've got the drop on top of the Guava because my Lost Vape needs batteries and I was too lazy to put batteries in it. So I put it on the Guava. But I'll be back to my Lost Vape next week. Dylan.
So I got the Rebirth on top of the Nunchaku. That's running the Rusty Chainsaw by Stevie Marquez. And the Helvate Treasure with the Dead Rabbit R. That is running Strawberry Lemonade. And Wismec Motive 2 with also Rusty Chainsaw. So let's pass it on to our fearless leader, Mr. Rod Chuck.
And don't forget, we're using Gomez coils.
That too.
Best price, good coils you can get. Now back to our leader.
I've got the Squape Extreme on top of the iStick Pico. I've got the Profile Unity, just like always, on top of the Lost Vape Thelema Solo. And I've got Pulse AIO with the Maven clone inside. And in all of those, I'm vaping my own, except for the Squape. That's Godzilla by Stevie Marquez.
Still got to get some Stevie's. I keep telling him, but he's got such a list and trying to pick out. I want a little bit of everything. And it's kind of hard to pick out a little bit of everything because you get wind up getting everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
If you offer 100, you're gonna buy 100 flavors. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about buying like how many ever in sample packs, you know what I mean? Just to cover everything, just to see what I enjoy.
Yeah.
Did not remember what you really liked.
Exactly. Yeah. By the time you've tried them all, it's like, which ones did I like?
I'd
Yeah.
have to write a journal. I'd have to put a journal together for it.
Oh,
Sure.
something I want to add about Stevie's juice. If there's anybody who doesn't like sweeteners, keep the juice. Sit on it for a couple of months. The aftertaste goes away.
Good to
I don't
know.
know.
That's with any juice, though. I mean,
I never used to like sweet, but now it's starting to grow on me.
mhm.
It took me a few years to get around to the sweets.
In fact, last night, like I was telling these guys earlier in the phone, laying in that hospital bed, I actually dreamt about my vape. That's never happened. I've always been able, been in the hospital a few times and I've always made it. It didn't bother me. But last night I dreamt about vaping. I just wanted that big, fat, sweet cloud,
Mhm.
You have passed the first stage, grasshopper.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was smoking, I used to dream about smoking all the way through my dream. And in the last few years, I've been vaping lately in my dream, but I didn't know that's what it was called. I would have to find the parts all around, put it together and build a vape.
Damn.
I have weird ass dreams.
It's okay. My doctor told me I can't talk to people about what goes on in my dreams.
Some kind of law or something.
You're taking money for
Yeah, well, I couldn't wait to get home to vape. And the wife brought my vape in, but everywhere had a camera or a smoke detector. My roommate was under 24-hour surveillance, so my room was being watched 24/7. It was weird. Yeah, he had a stroke and he wasn't in his right mind. He kept trying to pull his cap out, get out of bed, so they had to have somebody watching him. So I mean, every time I scratched my ass, I was on camera.
Did you put a bar of soap in a sock?
Yeah. And it's too bad because he was a sweet guy. But it's amazing how the brain works. Because yesterday, that man didn't know his wife's name. He didn't know his kid's name. I mean, and they're there right beside it at his bed. And this morning, he knew everything. Overnight, his brain came back enough that all the names came back to him. He couldn't see color yesterday. Everything gray. It was weird. I mean, he had a bad stroke. But overnight, his brain started repairing itself.
Yep, just hit the reset button. See, Jim, you need to get you used to the idea of carrying you a little pod kit.
Yeah, but I don't know how I would have got away with it. That have seen the cloud.
You need to get a hoodie with that had the vape in the cord. You just
Yeah. Problem is, I can't bring myself to look like an uncircumcised dick,
Leave that for the children.
can't take
Yeah,
all
I
the fun.
remember seeing a YouTube video of that. They had a hoodie. It was a big thing in some high school.
Think about this weird weather. You guys having a lot of cold fluctuations?
It just got cold up here, yeah, just for no reason. Yeah, colder than it should be this time of year.
Yeah, I think we were either really close or we hit the record for the date yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, goddamn, it was like 21, felt like 15. Goddamn, pretty.
Yeah, we got the tail end of that out here. You know, we have mornings in the 30s, and right now it's saying it's 60 outside. So
yeah,
it's moving away slowly.
I barely
think-
hit 30.
Day or so, I think it might be up in the 50 or 40 some tomorrow, I think. And then like 50 some, close to 50 on Saturday or whatever. But hell, Garrett County, a couple hours up the road, and I think they got almost a foot of snow. Lake effect snow came down.
Yeah, they were saying up there around Michigan and in New York, they were going to have like 4 foot of lake effect snow.
Oh, I couldn't imagine. 4 feet at once is a lot of snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's just off the lake.
Damn.
That's not even a snow globe going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Climate change.
But yeah, I know climate change. It's regular weather. We actually had
We've
the,
never had snow before, you know.
yeah, usually top of the Rockies will be getting dusted in shit mid-September.
Yeah.
You know, like our latest freeze here is like May 5th.
Ooh, yeah. But it's climate change when anything weird happens. But it's
Biden's
funny. If you get snow early, it's climate change. If you don't get snow early enough, it's climate change. If it's too warm, it's climate change. If it's too cold, yeah, everything's climate change.
Oh, don't forget the icebreakers getting stuck in the ice.
Oh,
3
yeah.
of them that 1 year, trying to get the other ones out.
Yeah, but didn't one got stuck? The rescue icebreaker got stuck, and the rescue icebreaker almost got stuck.
yeah.
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 That's one thing I always thought I'd like to do. I'd like to be on one of them icebreakers just once. Because that just looked kind of cool watching that ice just roll up in front of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Biden he's putting his foot down with corporations. He's telling them, stop the price gouging.
Oh yeah,
Really?
like that.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
work for
right.
Jimmy Carter too.
Was that before or after the tree fell?
Yeah.
That was before.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because now he's decided to go stick his foot in his mouth about Lorena Bobert up there in Colorado in her district. And of course, you know, they can't let him go to that climate meeting over in Dubai.
Yeah.
They can't let him do a whole lot. He just lately before it was every couple of times he was on the podium, he'd screw up. Now it's every time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Before it was just embarrassing. You know,
Yeah.
get through it. You know, we had Gerald Ford, you know, he fell down the plane, he puked on the prime minister of Japan, you know.
Yeah.
Made Chevy
I see.
Chase's career.
Ain't they like trying to limit where he goes and like the venues he goes and like how far of a distance he can walk?
Yep.
You-
Trying to
Yeah,
limit
you
that.
would think so.
Yeah.
Well, what was it? The Secret Service called it Operation Bubble Wrap or something like that?
Wait, what?
Oh, it was in the news not too long ago. It leaked out that that's what they call it, Operation Bubble Wrap. And people don't think that's weird that we have to protect a man that can't take care of himself.
I don't know.
Rico, go ahead and keep those 2 avocado trees. You don't have to worry that far north. Just listen to the weather, what's going on. When the iguanas start falling out of the trees, then you'll worry.
Cover them. Yeah, cover them and heat them.
Then come talk to us then, please.
You just stand outside and like you know how they say keep air blowing around like apple orchard used to. It'll help.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just go out and blow, baby.
Oh man, there was some homeless people got a hold of a smudge pot that they use in the orchards and shit that blew up here last week. Got 5 of them. Don't play if you don't know what that smudge pot's for. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
You know.
All about natural.
Yeah.
We just had a few homeless killed in the tent fires, you know, when they're trying to heat their tent. Yeah, but we don't have a problem. No, we don't have a problem.
And they're setting the fires into the highway system out in California.
I tell you what, I noticed it was getting bad today. I went to a funeral. It was my grandfather's best friend that passed. And when I was driving through the town I grew up in, and I mean, just to see how many people are just like sidewalk set up and everything, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. It's sickening
They
that
got
we
it.
allow it to get that bad.
Yes.
Yep.
Now they started getting the leaners, the people that are bent over,
Yep.
standing on the street. Oh shit.
That
You
happens
really
in
want to
town.
see how bad it is. There's a YouTube channel that goes around Kingston, Pennsylvania, and all he does is walk around and film the people. It is sickening.
It's sad.
Yeah, that number increased too during COVID by
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, by a lot.
Yeah. How many more has been created just in the last 3 months because of the
Yeah.
influx of people coming in?
But yeah, I was just going to say, we got to take care of the illegals above our own people.
Yeah.
A lot of people, like Chuck just said, we created a lot of homeless during COVID, and nobody seems to give two shits about them.
Nope.
Mhm.
But the Mexicans going back, leaving Chicago and going back to Mexico because of the cold weather. That's 30 we don't have to worry about.
But that right there is just funny to me because you didn't think something through. You
Yeah.
cannot go north and expect it to be the same climate. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Nah.
You know, people are seeing it all over the world. They're getting fed up. The more and more that goes on, you know, just like what set off Ireland and also set off France and Germany. You know, how long is it before it's actually here? I've seen one incident out in California I've read about, but you know, finding reality news is kind of a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
But it just boggles the mind because how long would your family put up with you taking care of the neighbors over your own kids and wife? You know, just think about that. Why do you go to your door at night if you think open borders are a good idea? It's sickening how we can let America suffer. And
that's a good point.
I never liked the idea of some guy walking in off the street telling me what I need to be putting in my refrigerator for him.
Exactly.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah, let somebody walk in your house and tell you, hey, you need to buy this brand. You need to do that. Oh.
But, you know, it all goes back to the bigger conspiracy of the replacement theory. And, oh, no, that doesn't work. Then explain to me why the hell in Ireland is Irish Lives Matter racist now?
Yeah.
That's a question I need answered.
Yep.
Actually, I think I think it was snowing because we had snow flurries. We had quite a bit of snow flurries today, just right here, a little south of the Mason-Dixon in West Virginia. We had quite a bit of snow squall to come through.
Yeah.
Cold today.
Around deer season should get a little snow on the average.
Easy to track them that way for sure.
Yeah, I can always remember. In November, we always had snow. But that's when our hunting season starts, November 1st. And it's always been snow. It always had snow on Halloween. I can remember, you know, you build a costume around a snowsuit because your kids are out, you know, trick-or-treating in the snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember plenty of time, man. I'd have the cemetery thing set up in the yard and then wake up one morning to be snow everywhere. Like quite a bit of snow.
Yeah, Jeremy.
What's up, Jeremy?
Hey, Jeremy. How you doing, man?
How you feeling, buddy?
But I don't fall for the climate change shit. It's just a bad winter. It's going to be a cold winter, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Not to change the subject, but I saw on a TikTok, guy was up in his stand in the tree watching 4 albino deer just come out, walk right under him.
Huh.
1, yeah. 2,
Yeah.
4.
Climate change.
Yeah, it was.
I know albino anything up here is a big sense of controversy.
Yeah.
Because albino is a defect.
Mhm.
So one school of thought is you need to weed them out. The other school of thought is, oh no, they're pretty and they're special. You can't shoot them. I don't know.
White buffalo's always been a sacred animal to the Native Americans.
But like you said, one is cool. I mean, that's rare. But 4,
No, when those antlers get big enough, take them out.
Actually, I am not far away out of DC in West Virginia, about an hour and a half out of DC.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
in the Eastern Panhandle. Yeah, it's creeping this way. It's creeping this way. I
Yeah,
swear it is.
it's a disease you can't get rid of either.
Like we get them coming here, like it's gotten so bad. Well, not only that, West Virginia has been writing this shit off, man. It's a kickback for them. So they've been getting paid money to put those roundabouts everywhere. And they got roundabouts on the off and on ramps of the interstate.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? There's no stop signs. And then in Inwood, West Virginia is the worst. They got 4 of them within a quarter of a mile. And they wonder why they're having these accidents. But they did a 2-lane roundabout. Instead of a single lane, there's 2 lanes.
Yep.
So if you get on the inner lane, they want you to get on the inner lane to be a decision lane. So if you don't want to get out of this one, but you want to get out of the next one, let the rest of the traffic go in the right lane, and you keep going around until it's safe to get out to go where you need to go.
But it's never safe to get out.
Look, kids, Big Ben.
Yeah, look,
Parliament.
yeah.
So it's terrible, but it's coming this way. Like we got so many housing developments going up, and they're on top of each other. So you have no property, you know, for once, but you're on top of each other. Everybody still works out of state, so our taxes here in the county have risen quite a bit because we've got now they're starting to crack down on the out-of-staters, but the hospital system is shambles right now. Like it's horrible. There's not enough staff.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
So many you know what I mean? There's not enough staff, or there's not enough hospital capacity to take care of anything that we got now, like at all. Water systems taking.
I don't know if you were here earlier, but I just got released from the hospital today. I spent 24 hours in a hallway on a bed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's
I had no room.
like they'll announce out, they'll put it out on the public, the county's public Facebook page about, hey, hospitals are code red today, no beds, or you know, can't accept unless like you come in with missing an arm or some bullshit. You're gonna sit in the hallway for a while, super glue it up, something.
Yeah, shit. And how long ago was it we was reading about the National Health Service over in Britain, where the people were waiting in line just to get shot 6 months wait, or they're drinking the water out of the plants? You know, you don't centralize stuff like that. You know, we already had the VA, and everybody I know, you know, being an Army brat, you know what goes on in the VA. That's never been the utopian dream that they always say it will be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The only time the VA ever looked promising was under Trump.
Yep.
That's the only way the VA took me, give me my benefit. Because they fought me. I gave up on going through the VA. But once Trump took office, the VA contacted me. Said, hey, how come you ain't signed up for services?
Yeah. Well, it wound up down here. A lot of the guys, they'll go ahead and pay out of pocket to go see another doctor, but they go get their meds from the VA.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bachelor, I think I knew you were down there because we vacationed to the Outer Banks quite a bit. And I think when I was down there, I think Santos said something about you were down there around that way.
Speaking of Santos, how's he doing?
I haven't talked to him. I haven't wanted to bug him either, man, because if he's doing his own thing, I don't want to disrupt him. You know what I mean? Like,
there's a fine line there between, you're right.
So, and sometimes I'm like, should I call him just to check on him, man, or should I just, you know, let him do his own thing? You know, it's a struggle I got because I don't want to be the friend that's I don't give a shit, you know, as it may seem if I don't call him, but then I don't want to be the one that's going to try to pry in and maybe dig some stuff up that it didn't want.
Yeah, that's it.
So I'm concerned. I mean, quite a few of us in the group's been concerned, but
Yeah.
I've been concerned. I've been afraid to, you know, I'm in that same boat as you. And like, I don't want to sit there, you know, overstep my boundaries and text him just to piss him off. And then all of a sudden, you know, at the same time, I don't want to be that bad friend, you know, have him be like, okay, you're a dick for, you know, not checking up. You know,
Yeah.
that's why, you know, the only people I check on is the people in the group. You know, even occasionally if I'm in Zoom with Jim, I'll ask him if he spoke to Bobby, and that's it.
Say if he's watching or if he does watch a replay or whatever like that, you know, I hope he's doing very well.
That goes for all of us.
Hope whatever's going on, man, works out. And if he needs anything, man, reach out to him. Goes for Bobby and everybody too.
Yep.
Big old Mark.
Ed says he lives close by you, Vinny, or not too far from you.
He says he lives in PA, but he works in Maryland.
Yeah, it's crazy where I'm at, man, because it could be a bad thing too, man, because it's a lot of people can get kidnapped around here and can be in either Maryland, PA, or Virginia, like in minutes. You know what I mean? So it's kind of rough. I'm right along Interstate 81 here, so yeah, PA's not that far away, not that far away at all.
Yeah.
Well, isn't it a shame you have to think about that these days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh? I mean,
And it's like
normal to think that way.
Yeah, like I would never have thought that, man. And the more I see people talking about, hey, they stopped this car and had women in it or kids in it, and somebody seen them up at the Commons or something, and they noticed something was going on, called the cops, and come to find out they were kidnapped and they're going to take them somewhere. Who knows where they could have been? Because they could be anywhere in a few minutes. You know what I mean? And it's crazy to think about, man. But society these days, man, it's like, what the hell? You know, it's things that you would think that would never happen.
Yep.
And it's like a daily occurrence. Like a daily occurrence. It's ridiculous.
It's almost like an alien world since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like a kid was worried about wearing a shirt to school about getting red flagged or some shit.
Some shit like that.
What the hell are you talking about? Well, they're so strict on him that she's got to watch everything you wear. Like boys can't go to school with gray sweatpants on and like all kinds of shit. And I'm like, hell, man.
Vinny,
gym class, they do not shower. They're not required to. They do not make them shower during gym class.
But Vinny, here's the thing: a majority of the schools also do not have showers for these kids to go in.
You mean in New York?
Like, dang, man, you bust your ass, you sweat, man. You're gonna be stinky. You at least go in and rinse off and come out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We had to take a shower. It was mandatory.
Mandatory. And that was just physical education.
Right, but in the tri-state area, unless you're in gym classes, I know for a fact that there is no showers. Unless you're hopping in the fucking bathroom sink to the shower wash off, then I don't know how you're getting all that stench off. Besides putting cologne and deodorant on.
Like I think the wife said that they didn't do it when she was in school, and she's like younger than me, but I thought that'd be a thing that would still be in existence. Personal hygiene, anything else.
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
But then again, you think back though, and it wasn't a big deal either. The worst that happened in the locker room is you get snapped in the ass with a towel. Now you're accosted by somebody with a fucking no, never mind.
Like it could go either way. You could be the talk of the school both ways. Either having the smallest whacker or having the long and every like, hey, gotta watch out
up real bad and looking like Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
Hey guys!
In fact, that was a joke in high school that the people that took showers last had the smallest backers because you'd always claim colder water because all the hot water was gone.
Yeah.
Right, and nowadays they're putting all those health clinics in. I know the high school I was at, they partnered up with the Richmond University Medical Center, which I'm not that far from. They partnered up with them, and they have a whole health clinic in. They have an infant and toddler room there. But then again, they had the baby in care there since I was a freshman.
In school for a student?
Yeah.
I've heard about it, but
Well, I can't say too much. Like I said, the week I walked past my job upstairs in the second floor where the Admiral Lounge is for customers that come in. And I happened to walk by a door and I looked and I'm like, Helpful. I had to walk back and look at it. I'm like, it said lactating room.
Yeah,
Oh, come on.
What the fuck? I was like, what is this? When the hell did this go in? I mean, it's cool. I get it. You know what I mean? But we don't have daycare on site, so I'm not sure how that works.
We need some undercover recording there, Dylan. You need to go down there to where Vinny works and go into the lactating room with one of those cameras.
You see, that's it. That's if I got special access from Vinny to do so, but I don't have it.
I've always told them as when I worked out on the floor running the machine, making the books, that as frustrating as it gets out there, they need to have a room that you sign a waiver, you go in, and you get to beat the shit out of something. Just to get stress out, you know what I mean? A stress room, and then you come back
to the stress room. Yeah.
It'd be great for mental health, you know what I mean? It's just, and then you won't have people at each other's necks on the floor.
That's a big thing. They call them smash rooms. You pay, got this room up with bases and TVs, and give you your choice: baseball bat, sledgehammer.
Oh, not too far from me, they got an axe throwing room. But Tammy won't let me go.
It's been popping up here. We got like 5 of them now. A lot of places have been popping up.
Yeah, but Tammy says I'm not allowed.
Damn.
I watched a guy catch a double-bitted axe right in the top of his foot. Oh, we got back in high school. Everybody caught their own firewood, but we'd throw axes and goof, and his father just got done saying, "Don't you throw that axe around. You're going to break the handle." And it bounced back and right into the top of his foot.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
With that, it's time for
not that his son got shot in the foot, but
no. And with that, now it's time for joke of the day.
Yep.
Right.
Joke of the day. What are we going to talk about? All right, how about this? So this Muslim ambassador just gave a speech at the UN. Everything went well, and after the speech, he's walking and he meets up with this army general. And they're walking and they're talking, and he goes, "General," he says, "there's one thing I don't understand." He says, "My son, he found this American TV show, Star Trek." He says he loves the show, but he can't understand. He says, "You got Chekhov, he's Russian. You got Sulu, he's Japanese. You've got O'Hara, she's black. There's no Muslims. There's no Pakistanis. There's no Syrians. There's no Afghanis." He goes, "What's the deal?" And the general looks at him and says, "Because Star Trek's in the future."
Shit. Well, with that being said, it's time for us to check out for the night. If anybody needs a link to Zoom to join us after the show, I'm putting one in the chat right now.
You guys want to come bully some Team Tech Team? Please come right ahead. Put that link
Hey, thanks, Vinny. I'm glad you were able to make it.
Yes.
And